The loneliness of not being truly seen. Have you ever been surrounded by people but still felt strangely invisible? Maybe you were sitting at a table with friends. Maybe you were with your family. Maybe you were at work, answering questions, smiling when you were supposed to smile, and acting like everything was normal. People could see your face. They could hear your voice. They could notice that you were there. And yet, deep inside, it felt like no one was really seeing you. This is one of the quietest forms of loneliness, because loneliness does not always come from being physically alone. Sometimes it comes from being around people who only see the surface of you. They see your smile, but not the effort behind it. They hear your words, but not the feeling underneath them. They notice your presence, but not your inner world. And that can feel deeply lonely. When we talk about loneliness, we often imagine an empty room. We imagine silence. We imagine someone sitting alone with no one nearby. But in real life, loneliness can happen in crowded places. It can happen during a conversation. It can happen while someone is sitting right beside you. Because the deeper need is not only to be near people. The deeper need is to feel understood by people. There is a difference between being seen and being truly seen. Being seen means people notice you're outside. They notice your appearance, your role, your behavior, your routine. They know what you do. They know how you usually act. They know the version of you that is easy to recognize. But being truly seen is different. It means someone notices what is happening beneath the surface. They can sense when your smile is a little too tired. They can hear when your "I'm fine" does not sound completely true. They pay attention not only to what you say, but to what you are quietly carrying. This kind of understanding is powerful because human beings do not only want attention. We want recognition. We want to feel that our emotions are real to someone. We want to feel that our pain is not being dismissed. We want to feel that our inner life matters. This is why not being truly seen can hurt so much. It is not always dramatic. It does not always look like rejection. Sometimes it looks very ordinary. You tell someone you are tired, and they quickly say, "Everyone gets tired." You try to explain something that hurt you, and they change the subject. You look quiet, and people assume you are just in a bad mood. You smile because you do not want to make things uncomfortable, and everyone believes the smile. Nothing terrible happens on the outside, but inside, you feel a small distance growing between you and everyone else. That distance is not always made of anger. Often it is made of disappointment. The disappointment of not being understood. The disappointment of trying to explain yourself and still feeling alone. The disappointment of realizing that people may know your name, your habits, and your face, but still not know what is really happening inside you. Over time, this can change the way a person behaves. At first, we may try to explain ourselves. We may try to say what we feel. We may hope someone will listen carefully enough to understand. But if we feel unseen for too long, we often stop trying. We start saying less. We start hiding more. We answer, "I'm okay," because explaining the truth feels too tiring. We become good at appearing normal. And sometimes the more normal we look on the outside, the lonelier we feel on the inside. This is why the loneliness of not being truly seen can be confusing. Other people may think we are fine. They may think we are doing well. They may think we are strong, calm, responsible, or easygoing. But sometimes, the people who look the most composed are also the people who have learned to hide the most. They are not hiding because they want to be distant. They are hiding because they have learned that their deeper feelings are not always welcomed, understood, or taken seriously. So they protect themselves with silence. But silence does not always mean there is nothing to say. Sometimes silence means there is too much to explain, and no safe place to explain it. This kind of loneliness is not about wanting constant attention. It is not about needing everyone to understand every part of us. No one can fully understand another person all the time, but we do need moments when someone slows down enough to really notice us. A simple moment can matter. Someone asking, "Are you really okay?" Someone remembering something you said weeks ago. Someone noticing that your voice sounds different. Someone listening without rushing to fix, judge, or dismiss. These moments may seem small, but emotionally, they can feel very large. Because when someone truly sees us, we feel less alone in our own experience. We feel that our inner world has been met by another person. We feel that we do not have to carry everything silently. We feel that, even for a moment, we are not invisible. And this is one reason true connection feels so healing. Connection is not only about spending time together. It is not only about talking often, laughing together, or being physically close. Real connection happens when someone sees beyond the role we are playing, beyond the polite smile, beyond the automatic answer, beyond the version of ourselves we show because it feels safer. To be truly seen is to feel that someone recognizes the person beneath the performance. And sometimes, that is what the heart has been waiting for. Not a perfect solution, not a grand gesture, not someone who knows every answer. Just someone who looks a little closer and says, in their own way, "I see that there is more going on inside you than you are saying." That kind of presence can be deeply comforting. So if you have ever felt lonely around people, it does not mean something is wrong with you. It may mean that you were surrounded but not understood. It may mean that people saw your outside but missed your inner world. It may mean that you were present in the room but absent from the hearts of those around you. And that is a real kind of loneliness. But it is also a reminder of what we truly need. We do not only need people beside us, we need people who are willing to notice us. We need spaces where our honest feelings are not treated as a burden. We need relationships where we do not have to perform being okay all the time. Because the deepest loneliness is not always having no one around. Sometimes the deepest loneliness is being surrounded by people who never really see you. And perhaps the deepest comfort is not being seen by everyone. Maybe it is being truly seen by one person who understands that your silence has a story, your smile has a weight, and your heart has been trying quietly to be found.